Well, this is the news that is just coming in, that the Brexit has been delayed. It's the potential of the UK divorce from European Union, which is now facing a setback as British Prime Minister Theresa May has faced a first parliamentary defeat over Brexit after Britain's upper house voted to amend and thereby delay a bill empowering her to begin talks for UK's exit from the European Union. We're looking at the House of Lords, which voted 358 to 256 for an amendment that requires ministers to protect the rights of EU nationals who are based in the United Kingdom. Now, what this simply means is that it will delay the UK divorce from European Union, because remember, Theresa May, which came to power on the Brexit platform, had promised that she will be able to pass the bill in the British Parliament, which will empower her to trigger Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty. That means that they can start the 2 years of formal divorce proceedings between UK and EU. But now what the British Parliament majority is seeking is that first protect the rights of the European Union nationals who are living in the UK. And this is a departure from the June's referendum, which saw 52% of the UK vote in favour of leaving the European Union. Interestingly, prior to the vote, Theresa May had said that they are on the course to trigger Brexit by the end of March. But here's what the British parliamentarians in overwhelming majority have said. We can't negotiate with people's future. We first need that European Union nationals who are present in the UK, their rights must be protected. So the bill needs to be amended. And it's interesting because House of Lords has given this voting with 358 to 256. 358 in favour of amending the bill, and hence the proposal of Theresa May for Brexit stands defeated, which has a large implication, which means that now it will be a significant delay in Brexit. Let me go across to India today. Smita, who is going to join us in just a bit. But what you can see right now this morning is a development that is coming in as now the next procedure will be the government's defeat in House of Lords would be symbolic, because the MPs can remove the amendment when it comes back to the House of Commons. Smita is with us. Smita, it's a major roadblock for Theresa May government and we're looking at a delay for Brexit. Break it down for us. What does it mean for India?
Well, in terms of the Brexit process happening, it only delays it a little bit, but it doesn't really stop it. It's got more to do with the perception issue, because remember, Theresa May, who defeated the David Cameron government after that referendum was done, and the referendum swung completely in favor of exiting from the European Union. Basically what it does is it raises questions about Theresa May's capability when she sits down to talk for, the exit formalities with the 28-member bloc. There are, of course, further amendments that is supposed to give a meaningful vote on the outcome of May's negotiation. They will be up for grabs, and the amended bill, in fact, will return to the House of Commons on 13th and 14th March. That's when, of course, the fact that the upper house or the House of Lords has kind of rejected the amendment, that can, of course, be reverted back to its original position once it's back to the House of Commons. But it's more to do with Theresa May's popularity amongst the political spectrum that is questioned. As far as India is concerned, it doesn't really have a direct significance, because at the end of the day, India is preparing for UK to exit from EU at some point in time and looking at bilateral trade negotiations as well.
So India well prepared for the eventuality at the moment of Brexit, which could face a delay. Now, this is what happens next. The bill will be reverted to House of Commons. The amendment, though, is not binding. So that means the House of Commons can accept or reject the amendment to include rights of EU nationals who are living in the United Kingdom, then refer this bill back to the House of Lords, which has to then ratify it for Brexit to be official.